They run very professional, it's great, but it's not.
Good morning. If we could have everybody to begin to take their seats in the middle of the club here. Please hold the first two rows for finalists and their families. Good morning and welcome to MetLife Stadium. My name is Jesse Linder and I'm the Vice President for Community Relations for the New York Jets. On behalf of the entire Jets organization, we're honored to host the 5th Annual Super Football Conference Steve DiGregorio Young Man of the Year Award presentation. When the SFC came to us a handful of years ago and asked us to be a part of this prestigious award, we really couldn't refuse. What we love is how it really mirrors the Walter Payton Man of the Year award that the NFL puts on each year and that all 32 teams participate in. And to extend this down to the high school level, we thought it was a very unique opportunity for us to support and be a part of every single year. The way the award not only recognizes excellence on the field, but off the field and in the community is why it's special to us. In fact, earlier this season, we were able to have many of the nominees from all the schools attend our Carolina Panthers game and had the opportunity to honor them all on field during a TV timeout, which was a great way to showcase Super Football Conference, all the hard work that these young men do and what they give back to the community. And obviously, we're excited to meet the finalists here today and ultimately announce this year's Young Man of the Year. To get things started, it is now my pleasure to introduce the president of the SFC from Clifton High School, Tom Malahy.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Jesse, Eli, and your team and the New York Jets for all that you do for us. Really, really incredible partners. Every year we leave here saying that they can't possibly do more for us. They can't possibly do a better job for us. And every year they prove us wrong. So we really appreciate what you guys do, what your team does for us on a yearly basis. So we appreciate everything that you bring to the table with the SFC. Just some housekeeping. If you're a Young Man of the Year, do not leave any other way but that way. We do have checks for you from our sponsors to acknowledge all of your work that you do, on and off the field. So with that being said, I want to acknowledge some of our partners who are here. Alliance, Parisi Speed School, Lucan, Dr. Lucan is here himself, Huddle, Snap Raise, Carney Bank, Plymouth Rock Teachers Insurance. Without their partnership and their help, a lot of this is not possible. We do give scholarships, we do give to different organizations, different charities. So we try to be a lot more than just football. Some conferences just want to hand you a schedule and they'll see you in December. We try to acknowledge some of the young people in this room. You know, we do have the best of the best. We were the only conference that was represented in every group final. You know, no conference can say that. And pretty much every year we're recognized there. But today we get to acknowledge things that guys do off the field. Our scholar athlete that we're going to meet in a little while. Our finalists for the Young Man of the Year. And when you look at what these people accomplish, these young guys accomplish in the middle of, you know, working and being sons and being brothers and being teammates, they really, really bring a lot to us and their community. So we appreciate that. Having been a part of this from the beginning, this is our 10th season, so it was really cool. I was on the executive committee when it first started. Got to work with our original president, Joe Pyra from Nutley, Rich Hansen from St. Louis Prep, Dennis Nelson, Riverdale, John Ferraccio, who was our president last year from Memorial in West New York. Really seeing the way this evolved and their vision. And a lot of this started with, you know, Drew Gibbs, who we named an award after. You know, sitting around in Joe Pyra's yard talking about how to acknowledge people for doing other things than winning, right? It's great to win, but it's also great to be good community servants. It's really good to be, you know, really solid students. And that's what we're acknowledging today. We're acknowledging our best coaches, our best student athletes, and we're really, really excited to do that. So we thank you, we thank the Jets, we thank our sponsors. And now I'm going to invite Christian up from Alliance. They're one of our original partners. Also want to acknowledge Accelerant Sports, who really brought all of our partners together. They do a lot for our conference, and there's no way that we're able to acknowledge our athletes the way we do without Accelerant. So I'm going to ask Christian from Alliance to come up. They're our great partners. I've gone to them myself for physical therapy. I've sent my dad there. I've sent my boss there. So that's the confidence that we have in Alliance and all that they do. Thanks.
First and foremost, I need everybody to clap it up. Just clap it up. So obviously we are highlighting the young men in this room, but I just want to highlight these parents. You know, speaking to a bunch of the coaches, reading some of the stories, it's a testament to, you know, the mothers and fathers in this room. So just want to acknowledge you guys, and you know, as a father myself, a father of 2 young boys, I'm tired. But I want to, you know, emulate what you guys do. So, Alliance is proud to sponsor the Super Football Conference and to support one of its most meaningful recognitions, the Young Man of the Year Award. This award honors student athletes who embody what this conference values: character, consistency, leadership, and the ability to elevate the people around them. In many ways, it mirrors what we live by at Alliance: being better every day. Not perfection, not theatrics, just showing up, doing things the right way, and building habits that last. For us, better every day is more than just a motto. It's a way of life, and it's a daily challenge to push ourselves, our teammates, and our community to move the needle every day by just 1%. The athletes being recognized today reflect that standard. They've earned the reputation not through one single moment, but through steady effort and the impact that they have on the people around them. This year, we're recognizing 7 exceptional finalists. They represent the standards you set in your programs, and we want to acknowledge their influence beyond the stat sheet. To support that, Alliance is inviting each finalist to bring their teammates in for a team training and recovery session at Alliance Performance. A chance for them to lead from the front and share this recognition with the group that helped shape their season. The selected Young Men of the Year will receive the same team session, along with an additional opportunity to collaborate with Alliance through a name, image, and likeness partnership. It's a way to recognize their leadership and highlight how they represent their communities. This award reflects exactly what better every day means: steady growth, accountability, and helping others rise with you. Congratulations to all the finalists, and thank you coaches, parents, ADs, for the standards you uphold every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Christian. All right, now I have the honor of acknowledging our divisional coaches of the year and then an overall coach of the year. This award was named after Drew Gibbs, who's a legendary coach at Ramapo High School who unfortunately passed way too early. He was an exceptional coach, loved football, loved kids, loved people, and really embodies everything that high school athletics is about. So it's a real honor to receive this award. It's an honor to present this award. So we are happy, and I do apologize if I butcher any names. We're going to start with the American division and ask the coaches if they're here to come up and receive their award. American Blue, Joe Catelli from Kittatinny High School. American White, Bobby Guy, Westwood. I wasn't worried about Bobby coming. He hasn't missed a free meal in 10 years. American White, Nick Liberato, Hanover Park. Moving on to Freedom Blue, Matt Demarest, Passaic County Tech. Freedom Red, Michael Carter, Bloomfield. Freedom White, Jerome Hayes, Bayonne. Ivy Red, Michael Garrett, Fort Lee. Ivy White, Brian Antab, Belleville. Liberty Blue, Evan Picarello, Chatham. Liberty Red, Nick Gattuso, Ramapo. Liberty White, Kevin Hennelly, West Morris Central. Moving on to the National Blue, Dustin Braun, Kinnelon. National Red, Joe Burkowski, Hoboken. National White, Brian Logan, Weequahic. Patriot Blue, Rob Violente, Bergenfield. Gary Massey is going to accept on behalf of Rob. Patriot Red, Steve Masalanic, West Milford. Patriot White, Wayne Demikoff. United Red, Dan Sabella, Don Bosco. And rounding out the coaches, United White, Rich Hansen III, St. Peter's Prep. All right, let's hear it again for the coaches. It's important. I've been lucky enough to get to know a lot of these coaches over the years, and they really are dedicated and true professionals. They're in it for the right reason. They're great examples for their kids, and these guys that were just called up were selected by their peers. So it's important to know just how respected they are in their own divisions. So there's a lot of wins, there's a lot of success, there's a lot of really great people, a lot of men of character that we just acknowledged. But our overall Drew Gibbs Coach of the Year goes to someone who unfortunately left us too soon over the summer. Rob Violante passed away in a tragic car accident. Rob was a great guy. I had the pleasure of knowing him through the Super Football Conference. He was always there for the kids. He was a family man, really highly regarded in the Bergenfield community, really highly regarded in our Super Football Conference community, and he's somebody who's greatly missed. We had a tribute game on the SFC network when they played Paramus, and it was incredible. The subscriptions went to the scholarship fund, and people couldn't have been more generous, and that really says a lot about Rob and his character. So we miss Rob, but we were able to acknowledge him today. Going to ask their athletic director, Darren Massey, to come up, Rob Regassa, principal, and Joel Atten, the head coach of Bergenfield.
So on behalf of Bergenfield High School, I'm really honored to accept this award on behalf of Rob Violante, and really to the Bergenfield community. We're still dealing with the loss of Rob. Many of you know him as a head football coach, but the hundreds of students that he helped. He was our dean of discipline in the high school. So really our right-hand man, as my right-hand man, as a member of our administrative team. The time and commitment and dedication that he devoted, not only to athletics, but to young men and young women in our school, many of them at risk, who are dealing with a lot of challenges at home. Rob was just a positive figure in their lives, always believed that they could get better each day. And we truly miss him. We miss him as a professional colleague, but really dearly, the three of us up here were extremely great friends. And I know his birthday's coming up here, in December, and I know that we sorely miss him, but we really appreciate the SFC to honor him, and we all will carry his legacy as we continue to work as educators. So thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. This is a new award. This year we partnered with Plymouth Rock Teachers Insurance to come up with a scholar athlete. When we met with Plymouth, they were impressed with our football prowess and all that we do on the field and off the field, but it was really important to them to acknowledge a scholar athlete, so somebody who really gets it done in the classroom. And I was able to see all of those finalists and some really incredible student athletes that we have here, and how they manage, to do all that to really achieve taking honors and AP courses, and then playing football, which is obviously a very rigorous schedule. It was really great to see what we have to offer. So I want to ask Chris West, who's the marketing supervisor from Plymouth Rock, to come up, and we are going to present this year's Scholar Athlete. This year's Scholar Athlete, great student, 4.9 GPA, 1560 on the SATs. I took the SATs twice, and I don't think my scores added up to 1560. This guy's really impressive. I did get to see him on the field. My daughter cheers for one of the high school teams here, and we played against them, and he was impressive on the field. Spoke with his athletic director, Mike Opito. Going to ask Mike to come up, and Rob Petrella, the head coach. They told me a little bit about Jack Kim, who was our scholar athlete, and they basically said he's an incredible balance of student and athlete. So I want to ask you guys to come up, and Jack Kim, come on up. Jack's also going to be presented with a scholarship that we will be presenting shortly. Thank you very much. And Jack will certainly be in contact to get you your scholarship. Next up, I'm going to bring Jesse back up.
Thank you, Tom. So before we hear from, or actually about the finalists for the Young Man of the Year Award and announce our winner, we're honored to welcome Quincy Williams, linebacker for the New York Jets, and our Jets Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee. Quincy, if you want to grab the mic. All right, so Quincy has shown what it means to use football as a platform for service. From hosting youth football camps to supporting children battling cancer, he represents the values of resilience, character, and community that we're here to celebrate today. As young athletes striving to be leaders yourselves, you'll see in Quincy's journey how excellence in the football can go hand in hand with making a difference in people's lives. So, Q, I'm just going to ask you just a couple of questions, about just your experience in the NFL, what it means to be the Walter Payton Man of the Year, and kind of how you manage both on and off the field. So, to kind of start, what does it mean to be the Jets nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award?
It means a lot. The biggest thing is I didn't really know you get an award for it. The main thing I was doing, hanging out with people, figuring out what's all about the North, and then also getting to hang out with the fans, just hearing from other people, just because on Sundays we're on the field, and as soon as we're done on the field, we're leaving, so I don't really get to interact with people and stuff like that. So that was my mindset first. But the biggest thing is that it's just getting recognized, the work that's going on, not me as a person, but the work that's going on, and hoping that it touches other people and encourage them to do more too.
So how do you balance with being, you were obviously an All-Pro last year, excellence on the field. How do you balance on the field and giving back off the field to be so good at both?
That was kind of hard, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like today's going on right now, played a game on Sunday, got injured Sunday, and had treatment this morning. Now I'm here also this morning. So it's a sacrifice, just like everything in life. You have to focus on what you really want to be known for, and also, what you care about really. So me, I care about giving back, care about family, care about football. So my mom is the one that actually started me into doing this, and when she passed, I just continued it. So the biggest thing is just sacrifice. This is part of your sacrifice too. It's gonna make you a better person.
So along those lines, obviously we have some real special young athletes here, but what sort of advice would you give them just in terms of giving back and how they should approach that?
Don't do anything that you want to do at the kindness of your heart. Don't do it just because someone told you to. That's the main thing, because you're not going to put your all into it. When you're doing these things, you always have a smiling face, because you're never going to know who's going to help. Me, I'm always walking around smiling even if I have a bad day, because my mom always told me that my life is not as crazy as someone else's life that might need that smile that day. So I always smile no matter what I'm going through, because it's going to make someone else smile. I always say good morning, always say hey. It's the little things that count, just being thought about and stuff like that that I've been told. So I keep that going.
So you obviously started your career at Murray State. Now, I don't think they're in the CFP. I don't think they're going to be close to CFP. So how does someone get from Murray State, where you were, all the way to the top of their profession with the Jets?
That word, man, sacrifice is the biggest thing. So I didn't want to sacrifice when I was in high school. So I ended up having to go to a small school, was a late qualifier. Murray State gave me my chance. But when I got to Murray State, it was a small school, so I had to take the sacrifices that I didn't want to take when I was in high school and actually do them in college. So there's no easy way to get to the NFL, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you're going to have to make sacrifices. You're going to have to focus on one thing. So when I made my badge, I got my peripherals kind of crazy. I keep seeing people out the corner of my eye. But the biggest thing, bro, is sacrifices. So me, when I got to college, I told them I wanted to make it to the NFL. So the question is, if I'm doing something and it's not going to get me to my goal, I don't do it. So my mindset is like, all right, if this is going to get me to the NFL, if this is going to get me closer to what I'm supposed to be doing, whether that's what I'm eating, whether that's me working out, whether that's me hanging with a certain group of people, that's the question though. Is this going to get me to my next goal? And if it's a no, then you shouldn't be doing it. It sounds that easy, but having that mindset and then also praying for that mindset too. Because me, I get sidetracked. I have a lot of wants and needs and stuff like that. But the main thing, just pray, bro. Ask God to guide your mind, guide your thoughts every single morning, and most of it, you're gonna get what you want for real.
So, obviously, tough season for us on the field. How do you stay motivated off the field with everything that happens on the field?
There's one quote my granddad told me. God said, if you don't know what's going on or you can't control what's going on, don't control it. You give it to me and continue doing what I've already told you to do. So my biggest thing is I have a schedule. So no matter how I feel, I go through my schedule. No matter if it's a win or a loss, I still go through my schedule. Because that's my mindset of like letting God control it and then me continue doing what he's already told me to do, which is my schedule that I already implemented myself. That said, this is the blueprint for me to be all-pro this year. This is the blueprint that I think is going to get us this win. So really just sticking to it and having faith and really like belief. People use those together, but they're actually like two different things. Belief is just actually saying it to yourself. Faith is saying like, all right, I'm just putting my faith into something. Belief is something that you are also doing it too, though. So that means belief is more like I'm walking into the steps. Faith is just you're praying for it. So like faith is a non-action for me. Belief is something that you're continuing to do. So it's kind of like how I do it.
So last question here. If you could challenge, these student athletes to do one thing to serve others, what would it be?
It's something I see a lot that goes on here that just like small for me because I'm from the South and just like Southern hospitality, speaking, like saying good morning. A lot of people don't really do that, like holding the doors and stuff like that here. It's kind of crazy, but it's something that got me a long way, introduced me to a lot of people, just like stopping, holding the door for them, just like good morning. And then turn around and like, I'm not really having a good morning, so it starts a conversation. Or someone tells me good morning and I ask them like, hey, are you actually really having a good morning? Or you just saying it just because it's like something that's like rote memory for us just because it's the morning time. So really just asking people that you care about, asking people that you talk to every single day, like, hey, how actually are you feeling? Especially with me and mental health, the biggest thing is like, we the only ones that talk to each other, kind of like just having random conversations with people, but it also led me to meeting a lot of people as far as like on the field, and then also meeting a lot of people off the field, and then you learn a lot from different people too. They might be going through something that you've already went through and you came through it, so now you can encourage them to get through it, or you're giving advice to someone that, man, next time you go through something, you'll be like, hey, I talked to this guy that was going through it, so now I know what I need to do. So they say you're supposed to read books. I'm not a big reader, I'm a conversationalist. So I learned a lot from people. I learned a lot from people, not from books. So I actually ask people.
So less in New Jersey, be nicer.
I think it's because they be walking though. So like everyone walks here. Like traffic is crazy, so they're like everyone's like busy, always going. So it's more like I'm gonna be honest with you, it's more selfish, more like inside your mind, or you feel like you're the only one going through it, but in reality you're not. You just haven't talked to anybody about it.
Awesome. Let's give Quincy a big round of applause. All right. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Joe Pyro to introduce and announce our finalists and our Young Man of the Year. Joe?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. That's better. I want to welcome parents and friends to the 4th annual Steve DiGregorio Young Man of the Year presentation. And I would also like to thank the New York Jets, particularly Jesse Linder and Eli Hodges, community relations people, for this great event that they put on today. The Jets have been a fantastic partner for us over the years, and they really run a first-class operation from walking in the gate till right now. Everything is top of the line. I also want to thank our sponsors and friends at Alliance Orthopedic, who without them and without their generous contributions and their friendship and leadership over the years, we would not be able to put together such a great presentation or give out the things that we are going to give out today. What is the Steve DiGregorio Young Man of the Year Award? This award is given to that individual who puts himself, his community, his team, and his school community above himself. That's a selflessness before selfishness type of award based on character, based on what the values of football have given him over the course of his 4 years there. It is not a performance-based award, although it is a performance-based award when they're outside the lines. Again, in their school, in their community, amongst their peers, and amongst their friends. It embodies everything that Steve DiGregorio preached and coached and taught. And I'm sure if he were able to read the resumes of the nominees, he'd be very proud of each and every one of them. Each school picks a nominee from those 112 nominees. Each nominee is allowed to apply for the Divisional Man of the Year award. We get approximately 60 to 65 applicants every year, and those applications go to a blind committee made up of people outside of the SFC community. It is very, very transparent. They take these resumes, they choose the divisional winners, and then they choose an overall winner. Having been the one person that reads all of the resumes, because I have to do this presentation today, I will tell you it is an undaunting task to pick divisional winners, and it's nearly impossible to pick an overall winner. That's how extensive these resumes are. Right? The committee it takes an enormous amount of time making sure they get it right, and although it's a shame that somebody has to lose, they always do come to an overall winner. Without any further ado, divisional winners representing the American Division, Mr. Anthony Greco from Westwood High School. Anthony is an Eagle Scout, has earned bronze status and currently working towards his gold status. He's a Boys State delegate, winner of the Daughters of the American Revolution Youth Citizenship Award. He's the American Legion Service Above Self Community Award winner and a POW/MIA advocate. He's a senior class vice president of the Student Council. He's a treasurer of the Students Against Destructive Decisions Club, and he is a parish assistant of Our Lady of Good Counsel in Washington Township. He's a junior firefighter. He's a member of the Westwood Environmental Community, Westwood Heritage Society, Bergen County Board of Elections volunteer. He's an annual Operations Care Package volunteer, a 9/11 Memorial volunteer, a Memorial Day annual volunteer, an annual Earth Day cleanup volunteer, the annual Westwood Antique and Classic Car Show volunteer, Westwood Township Fire Department fundraiser volunteer, and he's also the Good Lady Council Church Restoration volunteer. Mr. Anthony Greco from Westwood High School. Representing the Green Region, Mr. Aaron Smith from Montclair High School. Aaron has logged in over 100 hours at Tony's Kitchens, providing meals for the homeless and needy. He's a volunteer with the annual Turkey Trot Drive, who gives turkeys to families in need during the holidays. He's a Lady of Mount Carmel Church volunteer. He's an Out Montclair Pride Day volunteer, an African Heritage Parade volunteer, a July 4th participant and volunteer. When asked about his volunteer service, Aaron humbly said, "The community of Montclair has offered me many opportunities to share acts of kindness and other valuable traits. The wisdom and knowledge I have gained from volunteering has led me to where I am and where I want to be in life." Aaron Smith, Montclair High School. Representing the Ivy Division, Justin Kim from Bergen County Technical Academy. Some of Justin's volunteer highlights include his Eagle Project, which is a front garden renovation of the Simone Church in Palisades Park, where he raised over $4,000 and led 20-plus scouts, church members, and other volunteers to a total of 132.5 hours. He's a volunteer at the Simone Church Jingle Jam, vacation Bible study program during winter break for preschool and elementary age children. He's Hearts Open to Migration Camp Empowerment, the Home Club, the Jersey City Fun Club. He's also a volunteer at the WTA Annual Taekwondo Tournament. Volunteers as a referee, and he's a helper at the tournament with over 1,000 attendees. He's a Team Bronze President's Volunteer Service Award from the Korean Taekwondo Association. He's recognized by the New Jersey Senate General Assembly for the Taekwondo performance commemorating the 72nd annual anniversary of the Korean War. He's a United States Law Enforcement Coalition award recipient. He's was coordinated and currently a captain of the program. He's also a Teen Gold Presidential Service Award winner. He's volunteered at the Elephant Run, a 5K run in Park Ridge organized by Fiona Curran to raise money for the Jimmy Fund and Dana-Faber Cancer Center. He's described as an exemplary leader, scholar, and citizen, demonstrating maturity, resilience, and an unwavering sense of purpose that sets him apart from his peers. Justin Kim, Bergen Technical Academy. Representing the Liberty Division, Dean Cervona, Morris Knowles High School. Dean is a multi-sport athlete that thrives off the field. He's a member of the math club, the internet club, the varsity club, a volunteer freshman football coach, a recreational basketball coach and referee. He's a dog sitter, a babysitter. He's an active member of St. Mary's Church in Wharton, where he helps with the food pantry, toy drive, and church Christmas display. He's active in his town recreation program as a coach, volunteer, and official. He's a dedicated service member to the Shovel Out Seniors program and a Rakes volunteer. He's a junior Eagle Camp counselor, and he's a member of the Denville Rotary Street Festival volunteer. Mr. Dean Cernova, Morris Knowles High School. Representing the National Division, Mr. John Leone, Glen Ridge High School. John Leone is the founder for Athletes for Good. He founded it, which is to answer the call in his community for a need of people that can reach out to us, and we will find a way to help. The club began as a way to give student athletes opportunities to serve and show that we believe in service through sports. This is an organization that he started, and that organization has migrated to surrounding schools in the Essex County area. He's a Sacred Heart Church volunteer. He's an Ashfelter 8K Classic and Thanksgiving Turkey Trot volunteer at Glen Ridge. He's a volunteer at Rosemary's Ranch Dog Rescue in Verona. He's a youth football camp volunteer, holiday food drive and toy collection volunteer, youth box lacrosse head coach. He's a volunteer at Tony's Kitchen, and he also is a Van Dyke Nursing Home at Caldwell Care Group. His fondest volunteer memory is playing Santa for that nursing home at their Christmas in July party, stating, "Santa is a rock star no matter how old you are and no matter what time of the year it is." John Leone, Glen Ridge High School. Representing the Patriot Division, Mr. Gavin Sherman, Millburn High School. Gavin is the founding father and president of the Other Side of the End Zone, an organization in Millburn. It's a 5013C to ensure the cost is not a barrier for student athletes from underserved communities to attend college. He partnered with Westside High School administration to identify and select scholarship candidates from Newark, fundraising and granted over $10,000 to students to use towards college. He's a Millburn Township Recreation Department volunteer, a Millburn High School Global Sports and Culture Club volunteer and member, a Millburn Township National Night Out volunteer, Millburn Educational Foundation Rocktoberfest volunteer. Gavin's favorite community service project is the Other Side of the End Zone. I helped my teammates see the need all around us, which led to my booster club donating a percentage of ticket and concession sales to his foundation. The fundraising combined with word of mouth donations requested allowed the foundation to provide $5,000 in scholarships to diverting student athletes from Westside High School in Newark in 2024 and 2025. Representing the Patriot Division, Mr. Gavin Sherman, Millburn High School. Representing the United Division from St. Joe's Regional High School, Nathan Bailey. Nathan's an assistant youth football coach. He's a St. Joe's Regional Service Camp Outreach Program volunteer. He's also an Outreach Mercy House volunteer. He's a member of Operation Teen Titans. His responsibilities include community service events such as coat drives, clothing drives, tent camps, sleeping bag drives, book bag drives, and he provides membership to younger members. He's a St. Joe's Regional Formula and Diaper Drive volunteer, a clothing drive volunteer, canned food drive volunteer, sock volunteer, drive volunteer, and holiday food drive, cook and freeze pasta dishes volunteer. He says, "I'll never forget my trip to the Mercy House in Newark. I remember seeing a young child on the waiting line to get some of the things we were passing out. When he got to me, he just stared at me. I remember talking to him and trying to get him to smile. I was not even sure if he understood the situation he was in. This impacted me deeply. I think we tend to forget how blessed we are and don't realize what people are going through until we actually see it. This experience made me want to help families in need whenever I can, because if I was in that situation, I would hope someone would help my family too." Nathan Bailey, St. Joe's Regional High School. As you can see, those resumes are extensive. There's over thousands of hours of community service that just these 7 young individuals put together. Imagine what a conference of 112 did. Right? It's truly, truly, truly a service to New Jersey, a service to the communities within the Super Football Conference, and a service to nationwide organizations. The 2025 Steve DiGregorio Young Man of the Year, SFC Young Man of the Year winner is Anthony Greco. Anthony, congratulations. It's truly, truly an honor. I do believe the New York Jets do have one more presentation, though, for you. So, again, congratulations.
The Jets couldn't be prouder of the impact that you're making in the community. And for your efforts, Quincy Williams and the New York Jets are going to send you and a guest to San Francisco for Super Bowl 60. With that, I'll turn it back over to Tom to close the show.
Thank you, Jesse. Guys, let's hear it for the Jets. All right. Let's hear from our 2025 Young Man of the Year, Mr. Greco.
Good morning, everyone. I'm truly happy and just blown away to be standing here right now. This is a moment that I'll never forget, and I'm beyond honored and humbled to accept this award. First, I want to thank the New York Jets and the entire Super Football Conference. Thank you for your belief in me and for your support. I'd also like to thank Westwood Football for the last 12 years. It's been just a cornerstone of my life, and I don't know where I'd be without it. The lessons I learned and the lessons instilled in me by all my coaches are something I'll carry with me forever. Lastly, I need to thank my parents. I owe them all the credit. I would not be standing here without them. They're always in my corner, cheering me on, pushing me forward, coaching me sometimes. Just the endless hours they spent chauffeuring me around North New Jersey. It's really something that I can never thank them enough. Lastly, I want to thank Coach Guy and all my friends and family for their support, faith, and encouragement. Thank you.
All right, congratulations once again, and I can't say it enough. Thank you again, Jesse, Eli, and Quincy, and your team. The Jets just constantly give to us. It has to be the greatest organization in the NFL when it comes to the community give back, whether it's the Super Football Conference on the boys' side. They also led the way in girls flag football and getting that to become a state recognized sport next year. You know, without the Jets and all of their efforts, that doesn't happen. So, you know, this was an incredible event today. Thank you all for making time. Parents, you know, really, you know, soak it in and enjoy this moment. And this is kind of the fruits of your hard work and your labor and the money you spend and the constant driving all over the place. You know, it really pays off. And, you know, these young people who are recognized today, they do appreciate it. I have 2 teenage daughters. They don't appreciate anything. But you can tell these guys really appreciate it. And, you know, it's commendable on your end. You know, I want to thank the schools who were involved. And congratulations to these guys once again, to our coaches of the year, and for everybody who made this possible. So thank you, enjoy the holidays, and the best in 2026.
oh, we got to take a picture. I got 100%. That's going to took me on one. Yeah. And two cousins in my class. Yeah. And I'm constantly saying, he had a great game. Oh, I didn't see it. How do you not know what your family? Yeah.